What's up guys, Jimmy here with another video and welcome. Today I'm going to be reviewing the MOGA ACE Power. Now what the MOGA ACE Power is, it is an iOS gaming controller. Okay, it's a controller for the iPhone 5, iPhone 5S, iPhone 5C, and also the iPod Touch, the 5th generation. First off, I want to thank the folks at MOGA for sending this to me. I do have an iPhone 5C, and I want to see what this was like, and they were generous enough to ship this to me. This is what it looks like on the front of the box. And I'm going to talk all about this controller and actually show you some demos. This is the back of the box. And the actual controller, very similar to the feel of an Xbox 360 controller. You know, we've got the X, Y, A, B buttons. You've got the left thumbstick and the right thumbstick. You've got the two trigger buttons, and you've also got the top bumper buttons as well. And for the games that I've had the chance to play this gaming controller for, this iOS gaming experience, it's actually pretty good. On the back there, you've got there a lock switch for when your iPhone or iPod 5th generation is in there, and so it slides out just like this. And the interesting thing is, depending on the phone or device that you have, it comes with different clips. And also, just to kind of let you guys know, now if you have a case, this is such a snug controller, you cannot have your case on your phone. But yeah, the orange tabs are for if you have an iPod Touch 5th generation, and the black tabs are for the iPhone 5 and iPhone 5S. If you have an iPhone 5C, you don't have to worry about any of the tabs at all. I'm going to show you guys right now what it looks like when you slide in the device into this control. And like I mentioned earlier, there is a lock switch on the very back. And the cool thing about this device is that, say for instance, your iPhone is low on battery, this controller you actually have to charge before you use it. It comes with its own USB cable, but it actually can charge your iPhone or your iPod 5th generation while you're playing it, and so that's actually a pretty cool feature, and it actually works really well. One thing I also wanted to mention to you guys, though, that on the very back, at one point I thought that the controller had broke, but on the back there's a reset button, and the hours that I've spent playing this a couple different times, it just stopped working out of the blue. And I had plenty of power on the controller. You know, I had charged for, you know, it was totally charged up, but every once in a while I had to reset the controller. Just a button on the back, very easy to reset. But yeah, like I'd mentioned earlier, a great option if you're a big fan of games that use a controller. I do have to say though, guys, right off the bat, this device does not use you know, all the games out there obviously aren't going to work for this. Unfortunately, there's only I found around 30 to 40 different games they can play for this. But yeah, I'm just going to go over with you guys right now some of the games that you can play for the MOGA ACE Power. Right off the bat, let's get into Oceanhorn. Now, this is kind of like paying homage to Zelda. Kind of will remind you of Zelda Wind Waker. Very beautiful looking game, and the game works very well with the controller, and the music in this game is actually very good. I wish I could play some of the music for you guys, because you know, it's actually done, I think, by one or two of the composers that worked on the Final Fantasy series. The music is great, the gameplay is fantastic, and I just kind of feel right at home. It's like I am playing a Vita or a PSP. Works very well. Game looks great. Right now, Oceanhorn is a little bit of a pricey app. You can get it now on the App Store I believe it is an iOS exclusive. I'm not sure if it's also available for the Android devices and phones. We can get Oceanhorn right now for $8.99. So let's move on to Beach Buggy Blitz, which is a really fun racing game, and it works very, very well with the MOGA ACE Power. This is actually I was able to download this one for free, play it, and actually plays quite well, and it's not too bad on the eyes. Another racing game that I had the chance to play that just quickly let you guys know is Angry Birds Go, I believe. That's another racing game I had the chance to play, and that one works great with the controls as well. One of the best, and in my opinion, guys, it's probably the best platforming game that you can get is Shantae. Just an incredible 2D action platformer that is just so much fun. The folks that were responsible for this game Way Forward, they recently had a successful Kickstarter campaign where they're going to, I guess, do an HD or a new game of Shantae. And from what I've read, I guess this is one of the most highest rated games ever for, I think it was for the Game Boy Advance. And actually, I think Nintendo Power gave this, I guess, one of the best Nintendo games of all time. But yeah, this is a very, very fun game, and I think it's on the App Store right now for $2.99. Just a solid, great game. Up next, we have Dungeon Hunter 4, which some people love it, some people hate it, and it is an action RPG. It is a free-to-play game, or some would say maybe at sometimes pay to win, or in some cases you can initially play the game for free, but there's other things you can do, I guess, to continue on with your experience, to pay. But it's an okay action RPG, and visually it's not that bad. Next up is an action / RPG game. It's an episodic game called Spiral. You can actually download the first episode for free. Now, it kind of to me has like a Mass Effect look to it. But at the same time, the combat system kind of reminds me of something that you would find in like Batman Arkham City or maybe Sleeping Dogs. But this you have different weapons, futuristic weapons at your disposal. This one's not bad. I had the chance to download the first episode. I definitely want to play more, and the MOGA ACE Power works very, very well with it. Yeah, definitely check that one out. I never heard anything about Spiral, and it's not half bad. It's actually pretty good. I'll probably check out the other episodes in the not too distant future. And so next up, another game that I had the chance to try out for the MOGA ACE Power, which I actually had a lot of fun with. I'm a big fan of the Trials games for like the Xbox 360 and on Steam. Trial Extreme 3. Now, this isn't one of the games in the Trial series, but it has a very similar look and feel to it, where you've got this motorcycle. You can select and upgrade your different motorcycles like you can do in the other Trials games. This one, you have just crazy stunts you can pull off to get from point A to point B. Oh, man. This one is just so much fun, but for one reason or another, Trial Extreme 3, I couldn't use with the left thumbstick. Only the directional pad worked with it. But even so, a lot more, guys, honestly, there's some games, obviously, that are made for the touch screen, like Infinity Blade or, like Fruit Ninja. But some games, I just have a really hard time using the touchscreen controls. I do, which leads me to my final game, which is a first-person shooter, Dead Trigger 2. It's first-person shooter with zombies coming at you at all directions, and the visuals in this game are quite good. The aiming and the movement and the gameplay is quite excellent. A little interesting on this one in the sense that you don't actually, use the trigger button to aim, but you don't use the trigger button to shoot. It automatically shoots for you, which is kind of weird. I'm not sure if there's an option I'm not clicking on, but say, for instance, you have a pipe, you walk into the direction of the zombie and you attack without even pressing the attack button. If you're kind of like in the direction of the zombie, and if you've got the gun, you just aim the gun and the gun will automatically shoot for you, which is kind of weird, but regardless, it actually is a pretty decent first-person shooter. So anyway, guys, like I mentioned, unfortunately, there aren't a whole lot of games available for the MOGA Ace Power. If the support can continue with developers and publishers, and also right now, the price point for this is $99. So kind of expensive for an accessory, a controller, a little bit pricey. So those are my two things. If they can maybe drop the price point of this controller, if you're like die hard, you want to play games with controls for your iPhone 5 series or iPod 5th generation, yeah, definitely check this out. If you don't worry, if you're not worried about money. But my only two gripes, I think there should be a lower price point for this, and I think there should be a wider variety of games available for the MOGA Ace Power. But anyway, guys, there's my review for the MOGA Ace Power. If you have any comments or questions about this device, definitely let me know in the comment section below. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later.